Oh, yes. Us.
Oh,
that one's been building up.
Oh my gosh, you got so much ussin and saren in us.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've been in the podcagon. Welcome back, mate.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Hey, thanks for having me.
How you been, Huey?
Oh, excited, mate. I'm very excited to be back. What a treat. What a chore. We've been doing a lot of soul searching in our break, haven't we, Zach?
Yes, mate. Yes.
And if you're not watching the video, we're in a new studio. That's why we're a little excited, a little nervous.
Yeah. We're like the new kids in school.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put my hands.
Yeah. I got headphones on. Now no one will have any excuses when they're like, "You're too quiet."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't know.
You know now,
I'm
mate.
about to rip them off anyway.
No fucking excuse now.
No excuse. We're in the Diamantina studios in Melbourne now, and they just couldn't be more thrilled to have a couple of blokes like us.
Yeah, they love blokes like us.
We're going to be doing so much good stuff in here. It's crazy.
Yeah. I am a little bit disappointed that they haven't got the cage on the walls yet.
Yeah, we will get on that. We'll have a full padded up cage.
We've been promised that it's coming.
Yeah, Monster energy drinks on the table. We were asking for cigars. We should be a cigar pod from now
You reckon?
on.
Be cigar guys.
Cigar guys, yeah.
We should become one of those podcasts that have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 really dumb chicks and then 7 or 8 really dumb blokes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On each side.
Yeah, because now we got video. We really need to start like doing really hectic shit like that.
Yeah.
And
Really
sort of,
thought-provoking, discussion-provoking stuff. You know?
Trap a woman in a gender pay gap.
Yeah.
Because that's really what podcasting is all about.
Yeah.
Podcasting now is like 30 second at a time, sort of gotchas, and we will be doing a lot more discussions on is LeBron the GOAT.
Yeah. That's basically, we took all this time off because we had a very, very heated argument, falling out almost.
Yeah, we had a huge falling out over this.
On Jordan versus LeBron.
Yeah. And I would say two guys that don't really care about basketball, but we got so into it.
Yeah. We don't care about basketball, but we very much do care about LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I'm the Jordan guy.
Yeah.
I'm
the new school guy.
Yeah.
Man, he played against plumbers and electricians.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're some of the hardest cunts in the world, man. I would back an Aussie plumber or an electrician in any sort of scrap over these pampered billionaire athletes they got now, let me tell you.
True. The plumbing is a very competitive trade.
Yeah.
So they've got that dog in them, you know?
Yeah. They're wriggling around in the pipes.
And let me tell you, they're not afraid to get in the shit.
They are. They love it, mate. They almost exclusively live in it. It's a real treat for them to be down in the shit.
Yeah. People say that they wouldn't be a plumber because of the shit, but most plumbers I've met are plumbers because of the shit.
I wanted to do it, and then I'm like, what? It's like,
but I have to learn how to fucking hook up freshwater plumbing.
Yeah. I thought
Get me out of here.
Well, I got to do bookkeeping and stuff as well. And, I'm only in this for the shit, actually. Thank you very much.
What are you talking about? Gas.
What the fuck? Hot water system?
No.
There's fucking no shit in this. This is just what for the shower? Isn't there a shower? I'm a plumber, mate. I want to roll in a little shit.
I am a little fucking muck pig.
I'm a dirty little log gremlin. Wow, thank God we're back so we can really get into stuff like this again. It's been too long.
It has been
We know you guys have missed exciting, searing stuff like this. But should we sort of announce what we've got planned in the future, mate?
Yeah, we should. I think we should.
Yeah,
so or else people will be very surprised once we start doing it.
Yeah, they and my gosh, they're going to be so pleasantly surprised.
Oh my golly gosh, Huey.
We did a bit of soul searching. We were like, what do we need to make this pod a bit more exciting? A bit more focused. And what do we know the most about? What's our sort of specialty? Would you reckon?
Oh, well, our specialty, mate.
Yeah.
Is fucking fellas, brother.
Fellas, that's it. We are experts on fellas, and and we thought it's time we sort of pass some of our knowledge on. So we're going to be doing, maybe in the future, a few Feed and Brah investigative series.
Yeah, that's what we're. That's the aim. Is to sort of dig a little bit deeper into maybe some episodes on certain individual fellas.
Yes,
and then other episodes on just types of fellas in general.
And we will be going pretty deep and because we are sort of one of the foremost experts in fellas. What is a fella? What's a bloke? What's a lad? What's a little guy?
Now, what is a fella?
Now we're really getting into the podcast world. We're going to have Jordan Peterson on.
Yeah.
Often everyone wants to know what is a woman in this modern age. We're going to be talking what's a fella.
Yeah,
what's a bloke? What's a guy? So we're going to sort of be looking at some of our favorite types of guys. And obviously our loyal fans, you've been with us through so much. We'll also be asking you to sort of get in touch with some of the types of guys you want us to investigate.
Yeah, exactly. Any fellas that you've had your finger on for a while, or local fellas.
Yeah, local fellas are so important.
Yeah,
and we do really sort of specifically we want to focus on Australian fellas.
Yeah.
Generally, I think, but we like to branch out as well. We like to see what the world of fellas is up to.
Yeah, exactly. If there's something that you think would tickle our fancy, but it isn't an Australian fellow, don't let that hold you back.
Don't hesitate to get in touch. I think even just branching ahead, and also do not come with high sort of expectations that we'll actually have done any research. I want to get that out pretty early. I don't really want you to think there'll be any peer-reviewed articles about these fellas.
We're not investigating in terms of solving any mysteries. We're investigating to find out how many funny little jokes we can make about it.
Yeah. Our research will be maybe I'll watch one or two of their TikToks.
Yeah.
And that's enough to really make a fully formed opinion.
Jot down a few one-liners.
On a huge type of fellas. But just riffing off the top here, mate, what are some types of fellas you're thinking you're going to investigate?
Oh, well, my specialty is big gym fellas.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few guys, there's a few specific fellas that I would love to go in depth, but I am fucking terrified of them. And
that is also because we are actually putting quite a bit on the line here with this investigating. This could end up quite being like when Pulitzer journalists are sort of like will go into sort of guerrilla warfare camps and stuff. We will kind of be putting our body on the line. I think if we really are sort of
in the valley.
Yeah, if we really start put some handles to the names we're investigating, because they will find us almost immediately.
Yeah. It's not they're not that far removed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to realise how small Australia is if we really are. But that is what we are.
Maybe that could be a Patreon thing, Circle of Trust.
Yeah. Oh, Circle of Trust, absolutely. But we are fearless. Sanctum. We are fearless, and we won't give an inch.
Nah.
We will investigate whatever comes our way. Yeah, so big gym fellas.
Yeah, big gym fellas. They're like, they're quite ludicrous. But, we've got... like a huge one at the moment, which I really want to dive into, is those guys that you do see on those podcasts that I referred to earlier, is the red pilled sort of business. Yeah. I live life by my own terms, kind of. Yeah. Trad wife seeking guy.
Yeah. They're so exciting. I'm also excited. There's a new phenomenon with fellas I've come across as well, which is and they've really been tickling my fancy, and that is guys that are like in finance and stuff, and they pay like tens of thousands of dollars to be part of army boot camps.
Sick! Who are these guys?
Yeah, it's
like to just toughen
awesome.
themselves up.
Yeah, like
I want to be like David Goggins, man.
Yeah, and there's like these big, bald, like huge guys, and they're like, "You're a piece of shit. Come on, work hard."
Fuck,
and there's one I watched recently. It's so fucking good. because it's all like these guys and they're crawling on their backs over train tracks.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is for your family, for your... You know, it's like all that fucking shit. Like, they're just sales guys, but they think they're fucking Navy SEALs.
That's kind of scary because I'm pretty sure that's what, like, the right-wing guys are doing too. You know, like
well, it's all... Yeah.
Yeah, like those cunts that carry on in the city. I'm pretty sure they do that as well. They go out and do boot camps with each other.
And we're gonna go into camp.
That would be fucking awesome. We send you undercover into a right-wing extremist.
I've started joining a lot of new Telegram accounts, and they are very scary. But now that we are on a network, the famous DM Podcast Network, we are going to brave and scary new places for this podcast. We are still yet to make a single cent off, but that is what we do. I'm meeting a guy and he's called the White Father. He seems really chill and cool.
Yeah, he's actually got a few good ideas, man. If you would just listen.
Yeah, you got to read between the lines a fair bit, but there's some really interesting stuff.
And the lines change quite often.
Quite often. And you got to fill in a fair bit of stuff yourself and sort of ignore exactly every single word they say, but there's some
But that's what it's all about. It's all do your own research, brother.
That is so, and that is what we're doing. We are taking that advice. This army one I saw is that, like, you just see this guy off screen screaming at them, right? Like telling them to work hard, they got to work hard and all this stuff. And then it's like one of the great jump scare reveals. And this military guy that's screaming at them, he's on a hoverboard, whirling around up and down, just like yelling at these guys, smoking a cigar.
Do you reckon he's actually military? Or he's just the most buff one of those guys?
Who knows? It's awesome what you can get those type of guys to do. You know?
Yeah. That's that is fucking awesome. Just a bunch of just fucking soft cock pen pushers.
Yeah.
Bored at work, being like, I'm not fucking tough enough, man. All these podcasts I listen to, David Goggins, man. I want to be like him. I'm gonna go to boot camp.
Yeah.
We're gonna pay $1,500 to go to a 6-week boot camp.
Yeah. So Zach's gonna do that. Zach's gonna go to one of the rich guy boot camps, and I'm gonna go to the fucking hills.
Yeah.
With the white supremacist Australians.
Yeah, dude.
Train up. So I don't know really who's gotten off better here, but that's the sort of thing we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I think it's good, and I think doing it that way would be more entertaining as well, because I feel like I would be able to ingratiate myself easier with the white supremacists than you would, you know? And
I feel like
you and the
also
business guys.
I would also probably went to school with half of the business guys. Some would say we're doing it the wrong way around. But that makes it better.
Exactly.
Because don't think we're just gonna be shitting on these guys and roasting them and doing riffs on them. We're gonna figure out where they're coming from.
Yeah. Usually it's like rural towns.
Yeah.
And not a lot of inner city folk.
Yeah, but we will be. Yeah, I would like to get in on inner city folk as well. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not just like guys that do the hardcore army training rich guy stuff. I want to be looking at there's a lot of lost fellas. And I want to look at sort of guys. And also if you're listening and you go, oh, I might be one of these guys. Hey, so could we? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that doesn't make you a bad guy.
No, definitely not. You could be a bad guy, but it's not because of that.
Yeah. And also, not one trait does a fella make. You can be a rich layer of tapestry, but you may be focusing on some of your traits and your hobbies. For example, we were talking about LeBron and Jordan. I would like to do an episode on Australian guys that are obsessed with the NBA. Like that's their only sport.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh no, I'm not into the footy.
Yeah.
I'm more a basketball
guy.
who
got into a sport because of shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, guys are sort of they're at the office at 10:30 and they're like, "Oh, did you catch the Grizzlies?" I'm like, "What? What's that?" Oh, the Nuggets. The Nuggets did it in 5.
Nuggets.
What?
So you usually get 6 in a pack. What's going on?
Okay, this is going to be a great new term. You know, like Australian American sports guys, never been to a game live.
Yeah.
But they got, and also this includes these guys. I don't want to get too deep in them, but like, do you own basketball jerseys?
No.
Yeah, I like these guys. There's something funny about NBA guys where they don't even follow a team; they follow a guy.
Yeah,
which is
that's awesome.
which is very on point for this podcast.
Yeah.
Where you're just so obsessed with one guy,
one dude.
Like he got his jersey from 5 teams.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. I don't mind.
Yeah, following a guy is better than
following a team. You
following
have no
a team.
association
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, actually, I've come around. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're good
okay,
guys.
That's
I've
one
got
episode wasted.
I've got mates that are big basketball guys, and like a mate of mine has a bunch of jerseys, like a heap of jerseys, and they were like our kick-on uniforms.
Oh,
so
yeah.
whenever we'd do a kick-ons at his place, we'd all put a jersey on.
Fuck yeah.
And that was our kind of...
the starting 5.
One of our things. Yeah. Yeah, we'd do a draft. Yeah. Everyone gets back to the house. We do a draft.
You do those, those draft picks where it's like the goofy giant teenage man-child holding a jersey with his mum and shit.
Yeah. Like, next to the commissioner who's like
5.5
feet tall.
Yeah, well, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah. So, how many jerseys were we talking here for this?
Oh, man, he's got, like, a fuckload. Like, a whole, like, any kind of jersey you could imagine.
Did you have a go-to?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe I would probably gravitate towards either one of his, like, because he also would have ones that he wore.
Yeah.
Like, from his old teams.
You'd hope he wore the jerseys he owns.
No, but like they were jerseys from
his playing games.
his teams that he had played in.
Oh,
which
sick.
was a nice little twist for me.
Yeah.
Like everyone else has got like a Houston Rockets, and I've got like the fucking
Theodore Roosters.
Yeah, some stuff.
Sorry, that's just one. It's one man that's always ready to go.
I was trying to think of a junior basketball team in Townsville, and I've got absolutely nothing. But also, like, he had a few Townsville Crocs.
Yeah,
jerseys, which is
that's
sick.
good. Yeah, well, I respect a bloke that likes the NBA, but his main thing's the NBL.
Yeah, well,
that's a real guy.
Yeah. I think a guy I truly don't respect is a guy that likes the NBA but has no time for the NBL. You know.
Yeah, that's disgraceful.
Yeah, and we just day one we're gonna try and vape in the studio.
The cameras. Man, we're losing our power source.
That's true. You should be allowed to, man. It's fucking, I don't know where mine is.
Anyway, ignore that. They won't listen to this. No, but like, that's exciting. I want it. I'm into this jersey concept.
Yeah. Well, actually, this might be a little bit of off-air talk, but this is very appropriate. Guys who are into basketball, who shouldn't be into basketball, and wear a lot of jerseys. Kyle Legacy messaged me today.
Really?
Because he's going to be in town, asking if we wanted him as a guest on the pod.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll do a real deep dive. Yeah, because we will still have guests on. Guys that are, maybe guests of ours that are sort of experts in areas.
Profile even.
And Legacy would be almost everything I've said about basketball guys is based on just knowing Legacy right then. So yeah, we'll put a pin in and then we really go deep. With Kyle there.
Because that guy, not only does he own basketball jerseys, I'm pretty sure that's all he owns.
That's what
jerseys.
Yeah, what you want, because like these guests, folks, that we're getting, they live and breathe it. The man is only leaving jerseys in his will.
Yeah.
To probably the 3 illegitimate children sleeping on a couch with him somewhere right now. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but we'll save the roast for him until he gets here.
Yeah, we like to go after blokes that can't defend themselves.
Yeah. They're the easiest ones to go after. Yeah. That's the thing.
But I think it's going to be very exciting, Zach. This in series. Yeah. We'll probably try and cover minimum two different types of blokes an ep, I reckon.
Yeah, well,
maybe
I think
few more.
The format I think that we spoke about was like I'll bring one to you and you bring one to me, so we sort of run it by each other.
Meeting
and then
of the minds.
When we have a guest, we can brief them beforehand, but we can just
ask them. I mean, well, the way we book this show is usually I'll ask an hour before, and so what we really want to do is, as always, is not really tell them how anything works, and they sort of go, well, "What is this?"
Yeah,
and we go,
but that's because
this is podcasting.
We get the rawest reaction
that way. That's the thing, man.
Yeah, we don't want anyone putting up a front.
Yeah.
On this fucking show. Not now that there's fucking cameras. Like, we need to keep these cunts honest, man.
Man, because again, the new pivot for our monthly pivot of whatever this podcast is. We are.
Thank you all so much who still who actually enjoy this, because people do.
It's growing, man. It's growing.
And
it's going to go off to the fucking moon once we start talking about fellas.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If it was too specific before this, now it's really going to go in the stratosphere.
Absolutely. That's what the people need to hear about it. Man.
Yes, thanks for all the messages that were like, oh, you cunts fucking still doing the pod or what? And just that sort of glowing sort of recommendation. And a few in the flesh. I had a few fellas in the flesh at Cooper's go, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I said, something's coming.
Yeah, something big's brewing.
Something fucking huge brewing.
Yeah.
We are in a studio now, and we are journalists now.
Yeah, we are investigative.
Exactly.
Journalists.
Yeah, and that's why we took a break, because we're at uni. Getting our degree. Because I've looked at what some journalism is these days, and it is only about how long we take off. It was a 6-week course at TAFE, and now we're fully qualified journalists.
Yeah, it basically came in the form of a BuzzFeed article.
Yeah.
Click through and by the end, fucking a diploma.
And we were in a building that was right next to a group that we've already talked about. We were right next to the Australian Institute of Fitness. We were in the Australian Institute of Journalism and the Australian Institute of Fitness.
We had a lot of cross-training.
And we'd look over and we'd sort of be getting tutored by, those painful Twitter journo guys, that are like the head of Junkie. We had, we'd look over and we'd just see Michelle Bridges, and she's smoking lungies and telling all our favorite guys we follow on Instagram, like, how to teach a frail lady to swing a kettlebell, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm not in this to help old ladies do sort of recovering exercises once they break their hip. They're like, what the fuck? I'm a PT. Where's the fucking whole semester on how to perf on chicks in leggings and give them free advice?
Yeah. How to sell steroids on Wicker.
That's your final part of the Australian Institute of Fitness.
Yeah. Just how to use encrypted messaging apps.
Locker etiquette. How to store your gear.
Does Michelle Bridges punch darts? Surely not.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going by her voice.
Yeah, right. Just making assumptions. Yeah.
We'd love Michelle reach out.
Yeah. We can get to the bottom.
To get you
we
on
can
this
get to
pod.
the bottom of this.
That'd actually, if we could, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if we could get every single one of the Biggest Loser, not contestants, obviously, who cares? But I want Shannon Ponton.
Yeah.
I want, what was it, the Commando?
He wasn't on it. The Commando was just like a. Oh, you want to get the trainers?
The trainers, yeah, the trainers.
What about we get? What about we get the first person eliminated from every season, and we say these are the real Biggest Losers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What a time! Fuck, it was an awesome show.
That was good. Just let's get these fat cunts up here and shame them.
Let's get
the whole season of it.
I don't think I ever really watched a lot of it, but just the whole vibe of it. I remember, I swear in ads they'd be like, have a look at these fat cunts, and then trying to get them to to pull like tug of war with a jumbo jet, and they're fat, they can do it. It's like, what is going on here?
Someone with a fucking tub of ice cream being like, if you give up, you can have this.
Yeah,
just
torturing these people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
G'day, mate.
Come on in. Oh, you're right, mate.
Yeah, come in.
No, sorry. We're pretty highbrow. We like to use any distraction to sort of avoid whatever we're doing.
Yeah. Any fucking lifeline you can chuck us, mate.
Yeah, Zachy, it's exciting times. I remember the Commando because the Commando, he was kind of the first of these guys that
it's like an archetype.
An archetypal of like a drill sergeant type.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this guy's serious.
The Commando crawled, so all the guys teaching these guns, these white-collar guns to be harder men can fly or run or whatever.
Commando crawl.
Yeah, Commando crawl. Do you think the Biggest Loser was like the start of the fitness? Like everyone's into fitness now.
Yeah.
People weren't so much before the Biggest Loser. Do you think that played a part?
Oh, absolutely.
You reckon?
Absolutely.
All it took was a few seasons on Channel 10.
Yeah, well,
life expectancy in this country went up 15 years.
Yeah, well, that or either people like, I got to put on so much weight so I can try and win this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. Do you think people
that
were slightly overweight were like, fuck, man, you can win cash doing this?
Yeah. There would have been one guy that was building up for the show, and then they cancelled it the year he's ready to go. He's like, no.
Then he died of a
heart attack. No. I put on 30 fucking kilos to get on this show. Fuck.
What about the fitness model people who do that? So they're like a hot guy or a girl, and they take the after photo and then they gain the weight to take the before photo. Do you know what I mean?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. That's people do that. So
what?
So, yeah. It's like an advertising trick.
Oh. So
you can be in shape and you get booked for an ad, and whatever if it's like a slimming powder.
Yeah,
or whatever.
right.
So they'll take their before photo, after their after photo. It's a fucking wild world out there.
I'm fucking hurt thinking about this.
Yeah, but my point being,
as
those
a guy
people
that's been on a weight loss ad. I thought you just lie. They technically didn't use a before photo for me. Anyway, it was a great product.
Great experience.
Yeah, great experience. But anyway, yeah, not an ad. Let's move on.
All right. What else can we... It's been quite a while, hasn't it? It's been like a month. What else has been happening in our lives?
Well, it's been so long. I'll just do a quick thank you to all the Feed and Brah heads that came to the show.
Oh, yeah.
That came out to festival. It was awesome to have some of you in there.
Yeah, it was
really
good
appreciate it. Oh, you go to us.
Yeah. It feels good when you... Because at least like there's a few cunts in there that already get you,
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about...
Yeah. Hurts even more when you're not getting laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, these guys are supposed to be my fucking fans.
Yeah, they're big, full of all sources at the start of the show, and then you just bomb. Was that awesome?
Guys, they're still here. Where'd you go? Yeah, it was awesome. I had a great time. It was a fucking hectic month, as always, mate.
Yeah, it's a busy time, isn't it?
Bloody wild stuff. It was, a bit of partying. It's been so long since we've done one. I'm trying to remember. Guys, but Origin was fucking awesome. That was another highlight.
That was incredible.
Game stuff. 2 tomorrow, 2 days away, mate. It's exciting shit. Yeah.
Oof. I don't like being so favorited.
Nah, mate.
Because obviously we are still the underdogs because we're Queensland, but. All these cunts saying that New South Wales have fallen apart and they've got no hope. I don't buy that. I think they still have a lot of fucking talent on that team, and they should be taken very, very seriously.
Well, put it this way: if all this stuff happened to Queensland, I'd put my house on Queensland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
to have that much underdog battler shit happen.
Yeah, that's true.
That plays right into our spirit.
Yeah.
But
you never know. Like, I'm not so like a lot of people are skiting already that like it's over, but
no, absolutely
you
not.
never know when they're gonna have the Queenslander moment, you know?
Yeah, no way. I mean, they're still got an insane team.
Yeah.
But they're still full of the biggest superstars in the world, man.
Yeah, they're all
we
pretty
just
boy.
humble blokes.
Exactly.
Did you see that Fatty Borden video?
No, which one?
I'll put it in the chat. It's just Fatty doing a big fire up. I'll put it in the Feed and Brah group.
Did you see the Blocker Roach one? You might have already seen it that I posted. Blocker's literally saying, "Me think it amazing."
Yeah. yeah. Blocker's unbelievable, man. He's so good. And then, but someone was like...
I would love to have imagine if we had a third mic on this and it was just some old fucking CTE'd out fucking rugby league veteran.
That will be one of our guys. We'll be doing an investigation into the old boy rugby league guys.
Yeah. And think it amazing.
That have jobs where they required to talk for a living.
Yeah.
Because they're incredible.
It's awesome. It's actually quite inspiring because I don't have CTE or anything like that, but I speak like a fucking mongrel cunt.
Yeah.
And I'm not great with my words a lot of the time, but it inspires me that like guys that have literally had half their brain smashed out of their ears like have well-paying jobs on telly.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I guess they did give up half their brain for the industry
sacrifice.
they're talking about.
But
we still think we're probably going to lose brain cells, and we think just because we didn't play doesn't mean we can't contribute to the sporting landscape.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we still got plenty to offer. Even struggling to talk, because most of the journalists that speak on NRL broadcast, they struggle with their words even more than the CTE ex-players. So, there's always hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome that like I said, guys with brain damage commentate a sport that's full of Polynesian names as well.
Oh,
so it's like, we're really fucking testing these blokes.
Blocker really has a swing as well. And they always put him on the Warriors game, and it's like, no, stop it. Well, Lesniak. Dylan Wateni's a Lesniak. Oh, yeah? Yeah, me think it amazing. Apparently that was like some fucking Rice ad in the 80s as well. Like from some...
So it's like
crook,
a racist callback.
It's a crook racist callback or some shit. It's like, it just gets better.
Makes it even better.
Yeah. But, and we also cover beefs on this podcast a lot as well. And I do want to give a shout out to the Johns brothers.
Oh,
Origin is tearing these two brothers apart.
Yeah. The whole Johns clan is devastating.
It's in turmoil.
Now, what was that? It's because Maddie has been giving Queensland props.
Yeah, something like that. They used to do it, or they do a radio show together.
Yeah.
And Maddie was like, you just look at Billy and he's like, and Maddie, I mean,
Maddie's
running rings around Joey. Like,
When
Joey had it on the field, and Maddie's just the orator. He's just destroys him post game career wise. And he's just like, and he's like, because he's spinning. He spins an incredible web, old Matty, and he's like, and I was just sort of stirring him up because I noticed he wasn't paying attention. I saw he was watching the surfing on his phone, so I just started talking about how good Billy is as a coach and Queenslanders, how they have so much spirit.
Yeah.
And he finally listened to what I was saying, got fired up and had a sook. It is awesome. Like Joey and Freddie do look like they're properly crumbling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not handling the pressure well. They're like furious at the idea of having to do media and talk about the selections. It's like you both are in NRL media. How can you be shocked? That the Origin coach is getting questioned about his selections. That's your whole job.
Yeah.
It's
if
awesome.
they lose this, I mean, even if they don't, Freddie's got to be fucking done. Or what?
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, I just don't know who would coach. Who can coach them?
Yeah. Who fucking cares, man? Just cancel it. We fucking won Origin. It's done.
It's done. No, we can't talk like that, mate. That's not us.
No, that's not us. We are humble.
We are humble guys.
They do have a very strong thought. I was thinking, while we are on the subject of rugby league and Origin, I think they are absolutely fucking insane. Any New South Wales team is absolutely insane to not have the king, Gutho, involved in the squad.
Yeah.
He's built for Origin.
You love him?
I do. I actually don't really like him, but I recognise that he's a good player, and he has that bit of mongrel in him that's perfect for Origin football. I don't understand why he doesn't. If they bring him off the bench, you'll fucking find some spot for him, because that's the kind of player that they need. I reckon. If you're
not an NRL fan and you're here to talk about types of fellas, Gutho is an awesome type of guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Gutho, he's called the king of the West, and he's from Manly, a very rich area.
Yeah.
And he has beautiful blue eyes, and he's always like. I always used to be like, I fucking hate Gutho, but I think I love to hate him, and I've come around on him because he has this incredible ability to always have like the most at the era, like a haircut that could not infuriate me more.
Yeah.
Like,
he's the king of the crook cut.
He's the king. So he used to rock like the top knot, but like not even like just this tiny. Little dot,
a suggestion of a top knot.
And I was like, fuck, this is annoying. And then this year he's just gone and done it again. And he's somehow, as a bloke, in his near 30s, he's managed to get the millennial front part. Like he's got the big, beautiful curtain.
Is that the Gen Z front part or the millennial?
The real young TikTok kid. He's got like the 19-year-old TikTok kid.
Yeah, Gen Z
cut.
Because that's playing off a theory that you've come up with.
Oh yes, yeah. Zach and I did this gig together. It was quite fun.
It was a great gig. I fucking loved it in the end.
Yeah, and there was this young kid in the front row, and I asked him how old he was, and he was 19. It made me fucking sick to my stomach, man. But he had that beautiful, like, I guess it goes back for like when we were young, or young, it would have been like what, Jonathan Taylor Thomas and like kids on the American sitcoms had him, like the real big
almost like an Aaron Carter, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like the front. Everyone knows what the front.
You know, and he had one of those, and I think in my heart of hearts, I think. If you're an elder millennial or whatever we are, 32, whatever, you're physically, your hair, like your scalp won't allow
your
you to do that.
Become
like,
more and more limited.
Like we are the middle part, the side part generation, and your body just won't allow you to sort of try and pull that off.
No.
We're done. We're done for.
Yeah. Not every bloke loses their hair, but every bloke loses the ability to set a middle part.
The ability to catfish young girls.
And it's good. It is an evolutionary thing.
It's good.
It's to prevent old blokes masquerading as younger blokes.
It's in nature.
Yeah.
It's nature. It's like how like predators they have like poisonous frogs and stuff. They have markings and stuff, so people are like, "Ooh, they're dangerous."
They're gonna love all this kind of talk at the right wing camp, man.
They are gonna.
Yeah. So talk about how like if your eyes are deep set, it means you're more of a predator, but if your eyes are shallow
to the side, if your eyes are to the side, you're a prey.
It means you're an ungulate living on a fucking prairie.
You're a fish. But if your eyes are to the front, you're like a panther or a cougar.
Yeah.
But if you are a human being and your eyes are to the side of your face, you have more issues going on than whether you in the jungle would be a prey or a predator.
Yeah.
There's a bit going on there for you, I think. If your eyes are pointing, like your eyes are where your temples are supposed to be, just darting out straight.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
You don't have it, and you don't really have sockets either.
They're just
you
bulbous.
Can see them from the
like a fish that's on ice, or like at a market, a big bulging eyes
at the munga.
At the munga. Yeah. We love a munga here.
Yeah.
That's
what else gets mongered other than fish?
Rumors. Yeah.
Wars, war gets mongered heaps.
Man, look, if I'm gonna be honest, of all the mongers,
please be honest, mate. That's what this podcast is all about.
I'd like to say, yes, I do a bit of fishing. People might think I'm a fishmonger, but in my heart of hearts, I'm a rumour monger, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I'm a
you love
gossip.
a bit of fucking goss.
I'm a gossip.
Everyone
man.
knows that, man.
I'm a goss.
Not only do you like to dish it out, you love to get it dished as well.
I love to get it dished, and one of the most common sentences I'll say out loud is, "Don't tell anyone this," but I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
we all know.
Yeah, and the thing is, they don't need to tell anyone this because you already have told everyone.
Yeah. They go,
don't tell anyone this because they know, but
and they go, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but, and they're like, Huey already told me that.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not that bad.
Should we start a rumor?
Yeah. Let's start a rumor.
Something that's like really gonna catch on. Like, I would die happy if I could start a rumor like the Richard Gere hamster.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
I think that's like once in a.
Yeah, obviously one millennium. Closer to me. I'm acquaintances with. A few times I've met him, fantastic. But Joyride getting the ScoMo shitting at the Macca's.
The Engadine Macca's.
Yeah, that's one of like the great. That's one of the great rumor mongers of our generation.
That is,
in modern Australian history, that like Joyride is one of the great rumor mongers.
Yeah, he deserves a spot in the rumor mongering Hall of Fame. That's the greatest rumor I can.
Yeah,
that's the only rumor of recent times that I can really think of.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Because there's been like
Joyride, incredible work, mate.
Yeah, fucking
catch Dixie on the Becky and Cam pod. You can listen to his work weekly there.
Yeah. Keep up the good work.
But yeah, what do you reckon? What world do we want to start this rumor in?
Well, I don't know. Something that's gonna sort of cross over, right?
Yeah.
We don't want a rumor going around the feed 'em Brah heads.
Just in a city, like in a Melbourne.
Well, just in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
That's like not big of far enough of a reach.
What about like? Do we want? Let's soak this out for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, we're obviously Australian rumor.
I don't want it to damage anyone's reputation. Like,
no,
unless they deserve it. Unless we can really fucking.
Unless we can really make a really fucked rumor that gets us so fired up that we start believing that this person's bad.
We start believing it.
The best way. That is actually a bit of advice.
Yeah.
If you really want a bullshit rumor to get going,
believe it.
First, you have to really believe it. You have to, in your heart of hearts, really believe it's true.
And you can believe anything.
Yeah. That's what we learned in our 6-week journalism course. You can believe anything. If you try, you can believe anything.
The mind is a powerful tool.
All right, let's start with what sphere do we want? Politics, sport, comedy, media, entertainment.
I'm thinking like media or entertainment or possibly sport. Those things are quite up our alley.
They're all linked.
Yeah. And it needs to be like, a good rumor is always salacious.
Yeah.
But we don't want to overdo it.
We don't, and we don't want to get involved in Me Too stuff.
Yeah, no. We want to steer clear of that. Yeah. It needs to be. See, the thing about the ScoMo one is, and I believe it's true.
Yeah.
But even if it wasn't, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Exactly.
Because it's got the right amount of just like
bit of fun,
bit of oomph there. It's not sexual, but it is dirty.
Yeah.
It's very it's embarrassing, and it works because like he's like a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
In a position of power.
I tell you what's another fun one, and that is NRL coaches.
Yeah.
And if you don't know where all great rumors start, that is a screenshot of a WhatsApp that gets sent to you that you never know the original detail of. You might see some other names in there that are just nicknames of whoever's in this WhatsApp group.
Yep.
And they're called like Meat Pig and Jono and Robbo.
Yeah.
Dotto.
Yeah.
And it'll be like all I think all great rugby league rumors go something like this. I'm hearing from my mate's girlfriend. She's a physio at da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
whatever club. And it's going to all start coming out. But da-da-da-da, this player, the great one was, a coach is addicted to cocaine and he's fucking all the players' wives.
Yeah.
That was the original breaking WhatsApp. And it was maybe one of the best rumors I've ever seen.
That's all time. And he's still coaching in the NRL.
He's coaching.
It's awesome.
Yeah. The way you said that made it sound like when you hear about movie stars that are predators and they're still in films.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still coaching. They're still letting him coach. This can't be on.
No, it needs to be brought to justice.
Yeah.
Maybe we could start a rumor about another podcast.
Oh, I like
and
that.
really start like a fake
really
sort of
like that.
just to get the fucking wheels turning.
That's good, mate.
on the feet of
That's
Brah
good.
return.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well, we could go after the Big Brother podcast. We could go after Mug Off.
We could.
Yeah, I like to. What about we start this? Duggan. Apparently.
Yeah.
And keep this between you and me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
I won't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
No, I won't.
Keep it a secret, man. But fuck. This is pretty hectic, man. But apparently Duggan actually hairless, smooth.
Really?
But each morning he sticky, sort of tapes all that fucked back hair and chest hair and just how his whole body's covered in hair.
He doesn't need to have.
He meticulously does that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, as a little bit, as a thing.
Yeah.
To make him seem so interesting and cool.
That's wild because I think it would be more interesting and cool to tell everyone how perfectly hairless your body is, like a seal.
Yeah. Well, that's him. Because he's worried. He's worried, if the truth came out, everyone would start calling him Dugong Duggan.
Yeah, right.
Cameron Duggagong. Because he's smooth. And he slips around. And when he used to be smooth before
Cameron Duggagong.
Cameron Duggagong. And before he started doing this,
wouldn't it just be Cameron Dugong?
Yeah.
I know. I like the Duggagong.
The Duggagong. Yeah. He'd because he'd be so slippery in the water because he was smooth.
Yeah.
And he'd slip up and down the Brisbane River.
Well, he told me he used to do nippers.
Yeah.
And he was really good at it. And I said, why'd you stop, man? But then he changed the subject. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man, because the reason I got a glimpse of this is because he stayed on my couch once in Melbourne. He's drunk.
That's a classic Cameron Duggan
now, this
move.
This is a rumour. Cameron Duggan drinks a bit. And
I'd drink too if I was living a lie.
Absolutely. And I let him sit on the couch, and I woke up a bit early. Usually I'm a late. I sleep in late.
Yeah.
But I heard it rustling around in my tub. I was like, what's going on here? And I see Cameron. And he's smooth as.
Yeah.
He's smooth. And he doesn't see me. I'm peeking through like a slither.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on here? And he's gooped up my tub.
Whoa.
It's gooped up.
Fuck.
Yeah. And he's gooped up the tub.
Yeah.
And then all over my floor is all these little clippings, all these hair clippings. And
course.
And it's and I see this bag next to it. And it says
what's it say?
It says 100% pure black Labrador pubes. Well, black fur. Their whole bodies.
Yeah.
Black Labrador fur. And it says Cameron Duggan's do not touch.
Oh, right.
And then he's shaking that all over my fucking floor.
Over the goop.
He's in the goop, but then he's all on my dry bathroom
right.
floor.
So he's in the tub.
He's in the tub gooped up.
He's gooping up.
He's gooping up, and then he's put all his hair.
Yeah.
So, now we know.
Well, yeah,
Black
but
Labrador.
He tells everybody that is his hair.
Black Labrador fur. And then I see him
Oh.
slip out of the tub, and he just starts rolling all over this black Labrador fur, and then he's covered exactly What, any picture you see of him, hairy back.
I mean, he must be pretty good at it by now.
He turned it into an art.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the cleanup job, impeccable.
Really?
Impeccable. I couldn't find nary a
nary a piece of dander
to be seen. So, and fans of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I believe it.
Yeah, and I believe it as well.
And now you believe it.
Because my mate Hewitt told me.
And that is what we call a peer-confirmed rumour. We learnt that in journalism. And we're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So remember, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone that.
And then, and please don't call him Cameron Dugagong or
Do not call him Cameron
Dugong or anything like that. He hates that kind of stuff.
Because it's not true.
Yeah.
We're winking at our new cameras because it's not true. But, let the jury decide that one.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's, who knows what's true in this fucking world of fake media and...
That's it, man.
And clickbait.
That's it. And that is what we're going to be cutting through.
Yeah, brother. Absolutely. Now, we don't have a timer because we're using this fancy new studio.
Yeah. Well,
but I think we must be pretty close.
Yeah.
To doing a nap. I think we covered everything that we wanted to say.
We wanted to cover, yeah. But yeah, exciting to be back. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Let all your mates know we're back on.
We're back on. Hopefully, now that we have this fancy new space that we can use and this video footage, we'll be able to start fucking around with the content a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're trying to, give it more of a push and put more effort into the pod. So that's what we've sort of been thinking about and working on and, come back with a vengeance for you all. And we do really appreciate everyone that's...
and we appreciate fucking Diamantina Media mate, for having us in.
Yes.
This is sick. This is our first time seeing the studio. So we're very, very happy to be here. We're happy to be back and on to fucking bigger and better things.
Absolutely. So start sending in types of guys with this is as much your pod as ours.
And if I ever mention somebody on the pod and I can't reveal their identity for fear of them finding me and killing me, just message me and I'll tell you who they are.
Yeah.
Because there's one guy on the Sunshine Coast that I'm fucking obsessed with, but this guy would literally fucking kill me and bury me in the woods if you somehow found out I was making fun of him. Yeah. But
so, hey, don't tell him. Definitely don't tell this guy.
Because he might fuck me before
you message him and go, hey, man, don't tell anyone else this, but there's a podcast feeding, bro. You should check it out. Yeah, I think you really enjoy what they're going to say.
Yeah. But other than that, until next week.
Keep them up.
Woohoo.